Hello there, everyone.
And now for something completely different.
Exactly. Because today we'll be starting Ultima 8. Finally, the journey has taken us pretty goddamn far. And 4 games remaining. Holy shit. Yeah, today the Avatar is going to start his journey in the land of Pagan. Right, Cebu? Well, that's gonna be next. We'll see how it goes. Goddamn. I'm so happy the journey has gone so damn well and so damn far. Not too much to go anymore. But before we do begin, there's gonna be the obligatory plug because I'm that if you don't mind potentially uncomfortable themes done in a real way, seriously, watch The Crying Game. God damn it. I loved it so much. Good movie. Seriously. But anyway, I'm a little bit late, so without any further ado, main screen, turn on. Then GOG, come on. GOG, run the game. I like it very much.
Another visitor.
And Sibu, thank you very much. You are now a visitor to the wonderful country of the Total Real Finland trademark. And see, that worked. That managed to get GOG to run it. This the rest of Serpent at least didn't manage to play it before me. Well, goddamn, that was fun. I really, really enjoyed the end parts of Serpent Isle. Crap. I was trying to unmute and now I don't know which language I chose. Maybe I'll restart just in case. Yeah, I have the impossible mission sound, and the other half of that is the subscription sound. Because of course. Yeah, I have no idea which language I chose, to be honest, Case. So it was better idea to restart. Now it's English, and the sound is on.
You have been a thorn in my side for far too long, Avatar. Your two worlds will be crushed. Britannia first, then Earth. I shall parade you before their conquered peoples as the fallen idol of a pathetic ideal. I banish you to the world of Pagan. No one here knows of the Avatar.
Yes, Dudo, that part is the sub sound. Hi, Din Cthulhu. And Humpa. I didn't say hello to you. Now I did. Give thy name. My name, as usual, is still Finn. Hello there. Who are you? I'm Divin, my strange friend, and I'm glad to see you are feeling better, Finn. How do you know my name? I'm sorry, I did not mean to pry, but when I found you, I knew not who you were. I'm afraid I read through your logbook and discovered your name. Please forgive me. Where am I? Why, on the shore, friend. Safe now and thankfully alive. Shore of what? Shore of what? Why, the shore of Tenebrae, upon the Sea of Rains. By Tenebrae, the Sea of Eternal Twilight. They say you'll never find a more lovely place, and I do not disagree, save one place. But I will say this. The timings of these things are quite random. The farther I am from the lady, the better I feel. I can tell by your questions that you're not from this land. Come you from another island? Perhaps some place that is an even greater distance away? Oh yes, I'm from far away. I suspected as much, my friend, but your questions are most unusual. I must inform you that a simple fisherman, I'm a poor source of information about our local customs and such. I'm sure there must be someone else who can tell you more. Well, you know, just one person. When you get to town, visit Bentic in the library in the East Tenebrae. My good friend knows practically all there is to know about our land and its people. Oh yes, he can certainly help you. Oh, what is the lovelier place? Oh, why, the open sea, of course. I can think of nothing more reassuring than the smell of the salt and the feel of... Oh, what's that? Tout? Tout net, as it fills with fish. Whether I hear others complain it is as fickle as the lady, but I know not of such thing. I can think of no day of the sea when the sky was not clear, and the waves as gentle as a baby's hand. Is this the patched version? Probably. It's the one that GOG installs by default. There are older versions too, which I considered using for demonstrative purposes. But I haven't tried it out, so I cannot say for sure, but I would believe it is. Who's the lady? Oh, Lady Maudry, my friend. She's a tempest and ruler of the city. Others call her a tyrant in whispered corners, though I held no opinion myself. What's a tempest? Indeed, you ask unusual questions. However, I know little about them myself. In town you might find others who can offer so, what happened to me? Sure, my friend. All I know is that I found your waterlogged body in the depths of the Lurker's domain. Having 4 remains of history. You in my nets, and within one I discovered you. The Lurker's domain. Aye, 'tis what we sometimes call the sea. You were drowning in it, my friend. 'Twere fate twice as bad to be certain. Oh, aye, not only would it have meant death for you, but then you'd have been doomed to walk the ocean floor, unable to fulfill the pact with Lithos. Ages ago, our people forged a covenant with Lithos. If he would still the shaking earth, we would commend him our dead at the time of their passing. Commend to him how? Through the necromancers. Lithos takes the dead to serve him for the remainder of their existence. Who are the necromancers? I'm amazed at how little you know, friend. Necromancers are the keepers of the cemetery. Are the distasteful duty of burying the dead, thus honoring the pact and sending the dead to Lithos. Who is Lithos? We call him the Mountain King. He rules the grass, the stones, the hills, all that we walk upon. Also rules death. Oh, thanks. Farewell, friend Finn, and good luck. You're welcome to stay with me for as long as you need. My food and provisions are yours until you wish to head to the city. And be careful in your travels, for I fear you will encounter much violence. That's reassuring. Already see a crowd gathering there on the docks. That can only mean trouble. Okay, let's walk directly into the flame. Oh. Check the options. Looks like a dock. Hello there. Torren, you have been accused of blasphemy against Our Lady Mordred and sentenced to death by beheading. Do you have any final words?
I shall die as I have lived, with honor. When I face Lithos, he will not find me wanting.
A man of honor would not have insulted his lady with seditious rumors, knave.
I fear that Lithos will not find you at all, for your grave shall be a watery one. The lurker is not kind to the one she acquires.
Oh, this is forbidden, lady. The ritual of interment is sacred.
Do not question my decisions, Tana. I'm sure that Lithos would not want this one's worthless spirit in his domain. No!
Oh, back, woman!
Perform your task, executioner. No, my husband.
Oh, stand aside, let Lady Mordred pass. What? I've never seen you before, stranger. Identify yourself and your business in Tenebrae. What trouble does the Avatar get to in this game? We shall see. Well, first of all, we're in a strange land, and we're a stranger, so probably all the trouble. How you doing, Sunshadow? Can't watch too much because when I get there 100 years or so, we'll be playing this for the first time, though. Get there in 100... Oh, get there in. God damn it, I'm skipping words. I'm very happy to hear that you're playing these, though. I'm super excited that people are playing Ultima still. It's fucking amazing. I finally got to play these for the first time, and I'm just kinda sad I left it off for so long.
What's a paladin?
How you doing, Shan? I don't know if we'll find out in Pagan, though. I'm not sure if there are paladins here. Have a house inspection today. I've heard of those things. What just happened here? The execution is none of your business. Just be glad that treasonous, despicable criminal has been properly punished. Now answer the question. Oh. Go by Finn. Helmet Finn? And where do you hail from? The beach. A fisherman, then. You do not dress like one. Makes his living pulling nets from the sea, with no business the city is. I feel like I don't want to be super honest here. No, to make money. This is not. While you're at it, buy yourself some better attire. I agree. You may go about your business. Please move along and do not disturb the widow until after I've escorted her from the docks. Bet people are kinda assholes in Pagan, especially avatars. Possibly. Yet to find out if the house you just bought is gonna be worth it or not. Well, Aren't those kinds of inspections usually done before you buy a house? Just asking. I'm not sure about the customs of other people. I believe I'm playing a patched version, Shan. Right, time to disturb. My husband, oh my husband, what shall I do? What shall become of me? Oh no, 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 no. Yes, I won't be bothering her then. Can I loot her husband? I don't think I can loot her. Him. Alright, so there's a city somewhere. Old stranger! You don't have to point that every. I've seen many strange things in my time, but I've never seen the likes of you. Your name, stranger? I'm Finn. Right, Finn. Now I know you. Now get lost. I don't need Lady Mordia watching me chatting with some pauper. She's not in a good mood today. Well, bye. Don't think I want to talk to the guards much. They don't seem like a friendly bunch.
Avatar, seek our way home.
Crying. The fuck? Thank you, Anonymous, for 5 gift subs to Sun Shadows, Valavus, Simmons, Baldur, and Dudo the Wizard. Now it's going those. I didn't remember they were going to go individually. But thank you very much for your support. Holy shit. Thank you so much. And I think I need to configure that a little bit differently. It doesn't pop out each one individually. Guardian really liked the look, so he kept it himself. That's very possible. Well, at least now you heard the second half of it, by the way, Dudo. Yes, you can finally cross the finish line, Baldur. Alright, so knowing isometric games, I'm assuming this way is east. I was told there was a library somewhere. That. Ban. Hi, beggar. Have any old coins you don't want? No, unfortunately, I don't think I have money. Peasant! Well, may you roast in Paris flames for all this. Why the fuck did you go like that, Avatar? I just didn't have any money and you're just going, bloody peasant! Jesus fuck. Dude. How do I open my character sheet? C, of course. Like stats. Like it's been from the very beginning. How do I close this? Like that. Okay. Oh shit, there are more children in this game. That's not a good sign. How you doing, Penguin? Yeah, because the Avatar is a jerk. I see that now. Just like a bloody poor peasant. Temple of the Divine Hydros. They're on that game with auto combat. I haven't fought anything yet. Well, let's try. Let's see how the fighting works. I'm not gonna kill a kid. Would not be out of the Avatar's MO though. Now would it? I think. Yeah, it's a click-it-a-click thing. Well, let's just go to people's houses and talk to them. Well, hello there. How may I serve you, stranger? By what are you called? My name is Aramina. What do you do here, Aramina?
I'm merely a servant here.
Tell me about this. Tell me about the palace.
Oh, this is the house of our tempest, Lady Mordred.
Oh, great. That's the first place I fucking go, is the place of the murderous leader of them. Great. Tell me of Lady Mordred.
Oh, well, it is not good for me to speak of my employer behind her back, but I will tell you she's a hard woman.
Why do you say she's a hard?
Oh, she will stop at nothing to preserve the power here. Nothing. Not even murder. She hardly notices my existence. At least she does not take pleasure in tormenting me like her seneschal does.
Murder, you say?
Oh, murder? Did I say murder? Oh, no. I meant nothing like that. I meant mother. That's it, mother. She's like a mother to her people.
Tell me of the seneschal.
Salkin de Shenison.
Tell me of Salkin, then.
Oh, he sets me to difficult tasks and delights in tormenting me until I'm barely able to complete them.
Such as?
No, certainly not difficult, rather challenging. That's it. He gives me challenging tasks. For instance, he will give me a very small brush and tell me to clean the floor of his room. Then he will arrive, his boots muddy from his walk along the shore, and crack mud all over the floor I just cleaned. He then points the dirt out to me and chastises me for poor work, calling me a no-good slackard.
Sounds like, nice person. Well, I guess I just got an answer for how does he torment me.
Perhaps torment is too strong a word. Actually, he's quite the joker. For instance, just today he was walking down the hall towards me when he suddenly cornered me and began to pinch and grab my body. Don't you think it's funny? You know, sexual assault is funny.
No.
No, really, truly. I didn't find it very humorous either, but he finds it hilarious. So I smile and try my best to stay out of his way. Precious little I can do.
Just slap the bastard.
No, my friend, I've no desire to lose my job nor my head. To strike the seneschal would be considered treason. I'd be beheaded before the next morning. Well, I must go back to work now.
Like a very pleasant existence you have there. Okay, bye, I'm gonna go elsewhere. Because Avatar truly cares. Fight Master. Sounds nice. Not enter. I will enter there at some point then. No fight masters. Hello! Anybody home? Do your companions abandon you in this game like that in the last one? I think my companions are in a completely different universe at this point. Gotta be a switch somewhere. There's a switch, but it's on the wrong side. There's a switch up. What's that? Coins. Let's steal them. There's a switch. Who tells us to wake up in the morning? Absolutely no one. Thing? Ooh. Aha! More coins. Take the whole box. Again, we haven't gotten that far yet. We know practically nothing of the world. Yeah, that's a locked chest. There are potions. Grab them. I think I need to open. Oh, I can throw things. We know people are jerks. I agree, Amoeba. At least Iolo's not here to tut at you when you pinch things. That is true. I can throw things. I want to try this one out. Dartboard. Aha! That's nice. Maybe I can use these as weapons. Oh, fuck yeah, my aim sucks. I didn't say I would use them successfully as weapons, but I could use them as weapons. Now I have some coins for the beggar. Maybe I can go to him and not call him a peasant, except he's gone. Well, fuck you then. I didn't want to give you any money after all. It. I've just noticed a thing. Work. The thing was supposed to happen. Didn't. Fuck. I'm sorry I'm looking because I want to know why that didn't work. Why didn't that change? Should have changed. Okay, since... I fucking hate it that this doesn't work sometimes. The lights down there should have changed. Maybe. Actually, I think I know what... Oh yeah, I know what the problem is. Think. I don't. I'm just gonna change it manually then. Now, there we go. The whole Streamlabs stuff sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't, and I don't know why. I'm sorry, that was just back-end stuff which I'm concerned about why the fuck they don't work, and I'm thinking of... I'd want to have another way, because I'm using the stream labels thing, and it doesn't always really work. And I'd want to find a thing that works better. Right, so I'm still trying to look for the library. Then you go and test them and they work when testing. I know! And then when you actually start streaming and stuff, then they no longer work again. It's fucking weird. Because there's nothing wrong with the script that changes those things. The script works perfectly. Problem is, the thing that's supposed to give the numbers upon which the script does work, that doesn't work. That's not my doing. So I don't know how the fuck to fix it. Meeting stranger, I'm called Baron. And you? Hello, Baron. Do you have stains with bears on them? My name's Finn. Well, Miss Finn, what do you seek of me? What do you do here? I am a mage. Nice to know. How are you, mage? I'm fine. Now that you ask your questions, it is my turn to ask you mine. Why are you here? Why are any of us here? I've been banished here. That's fine. Oh, really? And who has banished you here? A big red guy called the Guardian. If the Guardian has sent you here, then you are not banished, but blessed. The Guardian will protect you as he has protected us. That's what scares me. What do you mean protected? I'm not a historian, so I suggest you seek Bentic. He's very knowledgeable. Go through the library and search out the knowledge in the books there. I'm trying! I'm sure Bentic would just love to discuss the past. And that's what scares me. What did you say? Nothing, never mind. See, you could have sworn he said something, but it doesn't matter. Is there aught else you wish to discuss? What do you do here? I'm a mage. Okay, bye. I'll see you anon. Yeah, Guardian fanboys. We've learned that thing too. We know that this was a place conquered by the Guardian before. We learned that by, well, talking to people who were from Pagan. That naturalist guy, for example, told us that this place was conquered, and he was not entirely happy about that. Why he had fled. Nice little pentagram. Ooh. Look at those skull cushions. They're so cute. Can be conquered and not be a fucking fanboy. True. Yeah, that closes that one. Well, let's keep it closed while I loot the stuff from his basement. Let's get all the coins.
It's not real. It's not happening again. It's all in your head.
Well, that happened. Well, fuck you. Goodbye. Just stop. Diary. Oh, god damn it. That didn't save then, did it? Oh, fuck's sake. Great. So I need to learn how to save the game as well, apparently. Also, where did the sounds go? Gonna go through these I thought I saved too. I went to the right diary. Now I know I did save. Okay, maybe the entry 1 is unsavable. But I'm not gonna restart this because for some reason I can't hear any audio. Hi, Seven. Technical problems. Oh, it's fucking up again? God damn it. I hate it. Yeah, I think the game just has the beginning of the game save automatically saved in slot 1. So if you ever want to restart the game, you're going to have to load slot 1. I think that's how it goes. Perfect, because now it's saved. And now I'm again walking into a fireplace. Okay, let's go watch the execution again. It's like we've just begun. Thorin, you've been accused of blasphemy against Our Lady Morty and sentenced to death by beheading. Do you have any final words?
Oh, I shall die as I've lived, with honour. When I face Lithos, he will not find me wanting.
A man of honour would not have insulted his lady with seditious rumours, knave.
Oh, I fear that Lithos will not find you at all, for your grave shall be a watery one. The lurker is not kind to the one she acquires.
This is forbidden, lady. The ritual of internment is sacred.
Do not question my decisions, Tana. I'm sure that Lithos would not want this one's worthless spirit in his domain. No! Perform your task, Executioner.
Heads up!
No, my husband! And 7!
Thank you very much. You're now not a visitor. You are now a citizen to the wonderful country of the Total Real Finland, trademarked. Enjoy your remotes. Thank you very much for your support. Glitchy Ultima game? That would never happen. Ever, ever. Don't worry, 7. We already went through this once, but for some reason my saving didn't fucking work. And also, Shan is right. Hear what they do with the fucking sound effects. Alright, now he's just gonna tell us that, yeah, executions are none of our business. Now we have to tell them our name, and I already decided I'm not gonna be honest. Or technically I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be vague, and I'm just not gonna say that I'm an avatar. I'm not gonna say I'm from another world. I'm gonna say I'm from the beach. And now I accidentally said I want to return home, but that's fine. Point is, let's go into town and go steal people's money again. Hi, XSI. Ultima 8, you're going through all these games and have no patience to play, but you're seriously interested in. Love your work. Thank you very much. I'm so fucking excited about all of these games. I've had so much fun playing the goddamn Ultima series. It's been a bloody ride. And indeed it still is, because right now we've already blown up once into body parts.
Yes, Avatar, seek our way home.
Guardian, I am trying. Very much I'm trying. Okay, this looks like a guard post of sorts. Glasses broke again. Now your right lens fell off. Ouch. This seems like a palace. Thank you, 7. I try doing all of my overlay stuff in Commodore 64 style because, of course. I just very much love Commodore 64. It was my first machine that I ever played video games with, and holds a very dear place in my heart. So if I can incorporate it in some way, I'm happy. Yeah, I thought it is pretty self-explanatory. It's my name, but it's also very retro. Because I'm old. You'd call yourself the Avatar and people would probably just write you off as a crazy person. That is true. This looks like some kind of a shop.
Admire, but touch not.
Alright, I shall admire. Oh yes, I came to admire you, because you have a sign next to you saying, admire but do not touch. So, here I'm admiring, not touching. What's the numeral next to Ultima? It's 8. Excuse me, miss. Oh, yes. What is your name? My name's Rian. Yours? I'm Finn. Perhaps we shall speak later. I think I pressed the right thing. Hello. Hello, Rian. Oh, hello, my friend. What can I help you with today? What do you do? I'm a weaver. I make clothing and, because, I cannot say it without crying. My husband, executioner. I've taken over the running of my husband's gem shop. Why do you cry? Is it because your husband was beheaded and his head fell off into the lake? I'm sorry if my tears upset you, but it's so sad. I was once the wife of Torin, but now he's gone and my son is gone. Whatever shall I do? Where is your son? My son Torwin left home to become a theurgist. What is a theurgist? Theurgist is a healer. Oh, please do not misunderstand me, friend Finn. I think it's a grand that my son should want to be a healer, but why, I'm thrilled, but I'm concerned by the suddenness of his decision. That's all the things. Oh yes, Shen, you're very much the youngest ever here. Sad because her husband is ahead of her. Okay, I've never tried that before, and apparently I'm not, because it fucked everything up. Yeah, and 7, I can relate to the art block quite heavily. It's sometimes you feel like you want to do something, and you kinda sorta think you know what you'd like to do, not specifically how you'd like to do it, but for example, you want to do a banner, for example, for something. And then you just can't get anything into your head about what the fuck should I do with this. Might try some things and then go, no, this is not good, this is shit, this is not what I'm thinking of. Then it's a shitty moment. Thankfully, it usually passes. Well, you got multiple stairs, Shen, so... tell me again of your son, because I kinda sorta fucked things up. Theo just is a healer. You're thrilled, but concerned about the suddenness of his decision. Alright. I really dislike how the timing of these is so random. Sometimes they go past very fast, and sometimes really, really slowly. So you question his decision? Oh, I'm sorry if I appear to be a terrible mother by questioning his decision, but he never showed any sign of wanting to be a healer when he was growing up. He just wanted to be a gem cutter like his father. Now he's gone. I'm left alone with no one to support me. I know he's alive and always hope he'll return to his poor widowed mother. Well, I do hope he returns to you. That would be wonderful. Oh, I'd love to see him again, even if just for a short visit. To see his face again. So what do you sell here? Right, you're a weaver, and took over the husband's gem shop. Tell me of your husband's shop. Oh, Torren was a gem cutter here in town, and my son is no longer here. I have to tend to the shop. Tell me more of gems. Would you like to buy or sell gems? Okay. Sell clothing. I sell those that I make. I'm interested in purchasing clothing. Certainly, I've only rough cloth to work with, so I'm afraid it will do nothing like some of the rich kith silk you're used to. Cloaks, shirts, and vests and robes. Perfect. I can buy cloaks and shit here. Thank you. Nothing I want yet, because I don't have any money. I haven't stolen any yet. Thank you, Seven. Well, one thing I do enjoy about the Ultima games so far is that I get to practice voice acting and stuff. 'Cause I really enjoy it. I really, really, really enjoy it. I don't enjoy games that have voice acting, streaming games that have voice acting quite as much, because I just enjoy trying to do all kinds of things and slowly improve what I can do. In general, if you pick up the pen to draw within 5 seconds, you decide to just cannot put it back down, lay on the couch, try not to cry, succeed, of course. Yeah, I can relate to that. It's very much the same with me when I do, you know, sometimes when I do Born Punk stuff, it's very similar to that. It's just, I have the program open on my screen for ages and ages. I slap a couple of pixels, and I'm no, this is not what I'm looking for. Restart, do it again, just. Library, finally! Thank you, Seven. Avatar just look like he's ready for the comfiest adventure. The backpack, the sunny shoulder pads, the warm tabard, a nice helmet and saboteurs to keep you safe. And a solid damn belt. I know. I know the helmet looks a little bit like a bucket for some, but I think it's more like a medieval Robocop. Well, I think Mono has a little bit more than the Zelda voice. I very much enjoyed Mono's the one he does, for example, with the what was the game again? The Hut Tonight is, I think I heard it first time when he does the kind of gruffy old British guy kind of thing. I fucking love that. Does that bloody well, I think. I'd like to learn that. Voices of many... Ah, femme voices. Right. Now I got what you meant. The voices of Mary by Salem. I wake in the night and the rooms are all dead. I follow a dream. She still echoes in my head. The new girl is twitching asleep on the floor. I move through the dark rooms and pass through the door. Out in the chill I follow the walk. The spirits aren't speaking, so there's no need to talk. The moon is arisen to flower over the world, while tendrils of mist snake out and slowly unfurl. There's a sign by the sea that doesn't make sense, and out past the jetty wait sirens, horny and tense. Briefly through windows and the pale glass waves, I see lost faces, ruined heroes in watery graves. I know what comes next, because I've read all my lines. I've been over my part millions of times. As the waters roll in and I'm swallowed by sea, I can hear Mary whisper, calling to me. Come on, baby, from somewhere she cries. I want you to love me. Like spiders love flies.
What horrors!
Not quite Pagan poetry level, I'd say, but Pagan poetry. Now let's read the same book that very, very dark peasant is reading. The Final Sunlight by Nolandru the Blind Idiot of Tenebrae. Now hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Would you really want to be known as the blind idiot of Tenebrae? Why would you sign your book? Oh, I'm the blind idiot.
No!
Maybe that was just his nickname and he really loved it. Who knows? Oh, by the way, I was reminded because later on, because thanks to our very generous anonymous person, the skull lights are lit and we will have a party later on. But that reminded me of another thing. We've talked about a Dr. Finn Sano becoming a thing. And I finally I finally got the confirmation that the glasses are in mail. And they are coming.
Ooh!
I know, and I'm so fucking excited. It's been... I told you guys that the predicted delivery time was about 2 months. And that seems to be pretty accurate, but they are coming. Shan has experience, 7. But anyway, books. The final moments of sunlight were glorious moments. One we would have cherished had we known they were our last. The war against our very kindred seemed never-ending, day after day of bloodshed. In their eyes burned the hatred of intolerance, and these flames kindled the fire of violence. After a while it became easier to forget the faces of those you had slain. A sister with one chop, an uncle with another. Yet still they came. You get it? Outraged that we dared to listen to the voice of warning. By the time the destroyer came, we were ready. Not for the destroyer, but for the end to the fighting. Too many had not heeded, so we thought. So we said, "How are you doing, Thunderlane?" Too many refused to acknowledge the might of the Titans. We were doomed to devastation, but with the doom came the sickening thought of peace and silence. In the end we wondered, would Pagan and Zealand know one from the other, as lifeless corpses filling the pyres, the result of the destroyer's carnage. But then came the Titans. First rose Lithos, the Mountain King. Then came Stratos, the Mystic Voice, and her sister Hydros, the Lurker. Finally, the blazing image of Pyros, Lord of Flame, appeared to challenge the destroyer. On the ground, both Pagan and Zealand alike seized battle, awed by the presence of those titanic elements. The sky became a whirlwind of smoke and dust and hail as the Titans joined forces, too, and began to rise up. As the battle was fought above, the very lands upon which we stood, we rendered peace from peace. Mountains shifted, rose and spewed fire death. Wind ripped through buildings, and torrents of water cascaded over the walls of the cities. The very enemies who stood against each other, bared fangs and flashing eyes, were unable to face off, blinded by the smoke, tumbled by quakes, scorched by the searing flames. There was naught but chaos. Whether the fight ended and the destroyer vanquished, there was naught but ruin. The quakes ceased, the wind slowed, and the waters calmed, and the smoke cleared. Pagan again saw Pagan. Despite the recent tumult, the moment was one of serenity. But the sun was no more. There is no knowledge of where the light of the sky has gone. There is no true night. There is no true day. And the Titans demanding ever-increasing sacrifices in payment for their deed offer no answers. Alright, Shan, now we know that there is no sun on Pagan. And yeah, Chaos seems to have brought up a lot of problems in the universes of Ultima. So, Chaos, seriously? Why? Why have you done so much harm in Ultima? Yeah, being confused is normal. Just one moment. I need to do a sneezy. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, you're not too old anymore, Shan, by internet standards. Consider that now all the boomers have learned about Twitter, so you're no longer old by internet standards. You would have been, let's say, 10 years ago, but not anymore. Now we have all the Pat Robertsons and everyone on Twitter, so got people past 90 tweeting about how they hate minorities, so yeah. I hate Twitter.
Well, that's what atheists usually do. They spend time studying things so they can go, oh!
Exactly, that's what we do. Well, I was born in 85, so I will be 36 this year. Oh, that was just some I don't remember. That was some random creationist on a debate that I listened to once. Why? I don't know. I cannot answer that, peasant. Gold, valuable commodity or worthless trash? Good question. By Okapi the Elder. Oh, Elder. That means I need to drink a bit. No, it wasn't Dr. Automatic Mechanic John Pendleton. It was some random YouTube creationist that was having a debate with Hugo from Jake from Hanahan Jake, formerly known as Bible Reloaded. I'm mixing up the names now, which is it is oft said that there is no other material as precious as gold. Perhaps one reason that we feel this way is that it gleams and shines like the sun that rises to greet us every morn. However, this is not the only reason we value gold so much. Indeed, there are several reasons other than its beauty that makes it so worthy of praise. Its malleability, conductivity, and resistance to corrosion are among the chief reasons we adore this metal. One very reliable method of extracting this ore from the land is mining. This requires the digging of long, often deep, and dangerous shafts. Giggity. Within the land, this is often accompanied by the use of explosives that case the difficulties associated with the removal process. Another method, although not as high-yielding as mining, but much safer, is panning. Panning is done with a shallow pan and requires more than anything patience. Many of the area streams and brooks around with gold nuggets and dust, and by filling the pan with silt and washing the silt from the pan, one will find only the heaviest of objects left, and with the gentle graces of a Morris, those heaviest of objects will turn out to be gold. But the process is time-consuming but relaxing and profitable. Gold has enjoyed a popularity that no other mineral ever has, and will most likely continue to be highly valuable. Besides being the basis for our monetary system, it can be found in jewelry and sculpture, used for filling decaying teeth, and even as everyday plaques. Don't want to eat babies, can I still be an atheist? Yes, and jelly babies are fine. That's actually why they were originally conceived. Jelly babies were not originally meant as candies for children. Instead, they were specifically designed to act as kind of a loophole so people can be atheists without eating human babies. So you're actually doing things right if you do that. Hashtag true facts. True. Human eating worked for Halligan in Mystery of the Druids. God damn that fucking game. Jesus Christ. Seriously, by the way, Seven, if you ever consider playing a fucking weird adventure game and you want to have a proper mindfuck, like serious, what the fuck is this game? Play Mystery of the Druids. That was an experience. Let's put it like that. History of the Druids, yes. Holy shit. Just looking up the box art should be enough, Seven, and you'll have a pretty good idea what you're in for. You were indoctrinated in Mormonism, then forced into Pentecostal church. They would always say atheist conventions are hilarious. What do? Meet up and talk about believing in nothing? No, we actually get on the internet and play video games. That's what we do. Yeah, that's a face you don't really forget easily.
My dearest Previn, I regret to tell you that I will not be home from the visit as soon as I had thought. My healing services will be needed here for some time, as a terrible thing has happened to this small village. 2 nights ago, I just finished my evening rituals. I heard a horrible commotion from the town square. I ran out to see what the trouble was, only to see the town overrun by trolls. The trolls had come in search of their favorite meal, human. From house to house they went, ripping doors off and brushing aside the men as if they were no more than flies. Mothers wailed as babies were torn from their breasts, and fathers cried in anguish as one by one their children were eaten alive. The bloody procession went on, and I fear the screams and sobs will ring in my darkest dreams forever. Then a miracle occurred. From the final house came not a cry of torment, but one of victory. We raced down the street to the house, and we found the inside strewn with the bodies of the trolls. And there, in the middle, stood Nedra, a young woman who'd just given birth a few days before. She had a newborn clutched in one arm, in the other was a magnificent silver sword. She told us Thetis, the trolls burst in. She'd grabbed the only weapon she had, a knitting needle, and had cried out to Stratos to protect her. Instantly, in answer to her plea, the great Stratos turned the needle into a magnificent sword. Then the sword fairly danced in her hand, slaying the trolls left and right until none were alive. While I can find some solace in the miracle Stratos performed, I'm afraid the task ahead of me is almost overwhelming. I do what I can to ease the hurts, but wounds of the mind, Stratos gives no power to heal. I will stay until I've done all I can. Then, I will carry the sword, now called Protector, to Argent Rock Isle. There I will prepare a small shrine for it in the catacombs beneath the monastery.
Okay, so in a catacombs beneath the monastery we can find a silver sword that we can want. See, this, again, for everyone who hasn't been during the Ultima streams too much, or ever, or are just picking up the VOD, this is why you read books in these games. You actually get clues about magical items, about things you have to do in the game, about how to proceed in the main quest. Small things like that, strewn in the stories themselves, not only work, in my opinion, to create a much more rich world, but they also work as an organic way to give you clues about what you can find in the world, where you can find them, and what do you have to do to get them. And I fucking love it.
Yes.
Exactly, Shen.
I do miss you, my love, and ask that you watch over our dear little Stellos until I can return. It's sad his mother must be away from him so soon after his birth, but I must serve where I'm needed. I'm sure you understand. All my love, Varus.
Oh, fuck. What? No!
Overall reviews, mostly negative. Yeah, sounds awesome. Negative reviews sounds fucking awesome. Because it's not a good game. Don't get me wrong. Mystery of the Druids is not a good game. But it's a fucking amazing experience. And those are two differences. I wasn't being sarcastic either. That's one of the things that I really like. Sometimes it's like, everyone's shitting on a game. There has to be something in that game that gets that big of a reaction. Sometimes it's because the game is just so shit. But sometimes it's because there's something so strange, so weird, so odd that the experience alone is worth it. And Mystery of the Druids, for me, fits in this category. It's not a good game. And that's why people are giving it bad reviews. Because as an adventure game, it's not good. The puzzles in it are fucking weird. And if you play it, you're gonna understand exactly why. But the experience of it is gonna keep you going for the fucking end. If the majority of the reviews are negative, but it has a cult following, then it's usually worth trying. Exactly, because there has to be something. There has to be something in it that people are seeing past the flaws of the game itself. Also, there's a soft lock point in the game. That's true. That's also one reason why. Because, like I said, it's not a good game. As a game, it's not good. But as an experience, it's fucking amazing. The Saga of Bone Crusher. And so it was in the early days of Pagan that the Titan of Earth, Lithos, declared that all who lived upon his land should pay homage to him. With his mighty earthquakes, he demanded that the people of Tenebrae bow to him, lest he shake their houses down around them. But mighty Lithos, said the Lord Elsmil, the Tempest, we are under the guidance of Hydros. From her we receive the rain for the crops and the fish for our table. We cannot bow to you. This greatly angered Lithos, and to punish the people of Tenebrae, he sent a great army of undead skeletons to slaughter them. Lord Elsmer went to Hydros. Please, he begged her, the people of your city are being slain by the minions of your brother Lithos. We must have your help. Hydros heard the plea of her Tempest and gave to him a mighty hammer. You shall have this weapon called Bone Crusher, and with it defeat the minions of Lithos, she said. When Lord Elsville arrived back at the battle, it was going poorly for the Tenebraeans. They were fighting bravely, but were outnumbered 2-1 by the undead. Lord Elsman let out a mighty roar and waded into the carnage, wielding the mighty Bone Crusher. The skeletons fell before him like trees, and the tide of the battle was turned. By evening, the last of the skeletons were being hunted down in the woods, and the town of Tenebrae was saved. However, Lord Elsmill was missing. The Tenebraeans began to look for him. They finally found his crushed body on the battlefield, but the wondrous Bone Crusher was nowhere to be seen. Understandable, 7. I'll try streaming more on Mondays. That's the thing that I've really wanted to do more, and now I should be able to actually, except a week from now. Next week I should, but the week after that we're going to the ADHD camp, and I can't stream during weekdays. I do as well as. However, Lord Elsmer was missing. The Tenebraeans began to look for him. They finally found his crushed body on the battlefield, but the wondrous Bone Crusher was nowhere to be seen. Also, there's 2 E's in B. It's with 1 E. They looked for it for many days and nights, but did not find it. Though several of the searchers found the prints of bony feet in the soft dirt of the western forest. By the looks of the prints, they said, the skeletons were dragging something heavy behind them. Few of the searchers even say they caught a glimpse of a bony white and a glint of light of something gold. To this day, intrepid treasure hunters continue to look for the hammer, called Bone Crusher. And 7, I very much appreciate you popping by, and thank you again for becoming a citizen of the Total Real Finland, trademarked. Thank you everyone for being here. An unnamed guy get a sub gift here. I want to say a lot of thanks. Well, yeah, thank you again to Anonymous as well. For the 5-pack. Holy crap. Eye of the Boulder, the ruins of the Myth Drainer. And those who don't get it, this is a reference to a dungeon crawling game series called Eye of the Beholder. One of the games in that series is, what was it, The Ruins of Myth Dranor? Or something of the sort. My love, my life, my doom. I began my search for the eye shortly after my 19th year. While still in training with the necromancers. Had I known that young age what would befall me upon the completion of my undertaking, I would have spent my days differently, seeking companionship over mystic power, warm love rather than cold stone. But my desire for the eye was all-consuming. It is said to have been found at the heart of an otherworldly chunk of rock, perhaps a part of some ancient tool or weapon that fell from the sky during a time when godlike beings fought for dominance of this world and the worlds beyond. The eye was later sundered into half a dozen finely chiseled rune stones by the Leech Lord, referred to in some texts the Drainer of Myths. Subsequent details concerning the rune stones and their uses become the events of legend, as tempests as heroes fought for possessions of the pieces of the eye. Though it took many years, it was I who finally managed to collect all the pieces, and with each part of the eye that I added to my collection, my power grew, enabling me to recover successive pieces with greater ease. Successively, I laid the groundwork during those years of searching, preparing for the time when I could finally reintegrate the 6 disc-like pieces of the eye. On the day of the completion, once I had enacted my last of the rituals, my primary apprentice and I fitted the eye directly into the freshly carved socket at the base of my skull, linking the Mystic Stone's energies with those of my own nervous system. That sounds dangerous. Only then did I learn that the eye's sorcerer's operations were antithetical to my own. Immediately, its side effects became apparent. My memory and other mental faculties grew weaker. The images I beheld lost resolution, and sounds around me began to seem like a bland reproductions. I left my hidden tower, staggering forward at a grueling pace, one step at a time, and since then the events of my days have seemed the tired tellings of a poor storyteller, and all I wanted is release. Shame to have wasted so much time and so many of my resources upon such a disappointing thing. Sought nothing less than the ultimate, but instead received only a pale reflection. Hint. What could have been?
When I lost my nostalgia troll, the state of my people leaves me distraught. Even the name troll is an insult humans hurl at each other, while in my time the name troll was noble and respected. What factors led my people down this path of twisted barbarism I will endeavor to discover. Since I was laid low by the sleeping disease...
God, again, laid low. Lord British loves that term. Laid low. It's fucking everywhere.
Since I was laid low by the sleeping disease contracted in my studies of the arcane, there were no efforts to revive me. Now I see why. All trolls pretending mystic skills are gone. Indeed, it seems that only the ignorant buffoons remain, and the breeding our society into mindless brutes. After I awakened, I was shocked to see trolls dressed in no more than rags, and even more surprised at the garbled vile insults they hurled at me. They drove me from their shelter. Imagine trolls living in caves like beasts. I encountered a group of our old allies, the humans. Upon sighting me, they drew weapons and charged. My surprise was equaled by theirs when I turned and ran, believing these to be bandits or raiders. Seems that a troll who thinks of self-preservation is alien to them. My own clothes are torn and tattered, and it shames me to wear them. But it seems trolls no longer harvest the silk of the kith. If only I'd learned to use the loom in my youth, I could spin my own cloth. I also hunger for fine wine and breads, but it seems my fellows have resorted to stealing toroxes from humans and eating them raw. One of the trolls I currently reside with brought in a human child. I was going to eat her. Stand for no more and blasted the troll with a spell of light. The others huddled away from me and stared at with fear and hatred. Carried the injured child back to the gates of the human city. If the guards see my act of goodwill, they will hear me out, and perhaps I will find allies among them. Or they will shoot you in the face with a crossbow, and you're gonna be fucking dead, and then they're gonna put your book in the library. The Beauty of Rian by Torren. Which one was Torren again? Oh, the guy who died. Shit. Because I gave her a really stupid voice, and now I'm gonna have to do that. Hashtag no regrets.
Oh, a luminous candle guides my way in the darkness, warm and soft. My heart sings when bathed in her light. The gentle whisper of love calls out a name, Rien, and my heart answers it. Melody is her voice, whispering softly to my soul, and gentle chime of love. While I live, Rien is my life.
Then fuck, you're dead. Thankfully, it wasn't any longer. Ear of Aricorn, Volume 4 by Cram. Lone Stranger turned toward the herdsman, still puffing his grog. Bloodshot eyes stared out from under his dark mask. A nervous twitch pulled out the muscle of his leathery cheek. Ha! Laughed the herdsman as he waddled up to the bar. I couldn't believe the tall tales told of the Shadowlanders. Believe them to be lies. I think they've been less than half the warrior's blood that flows through my little toe. The Nobbit snorted at his own remark, but looked disappointed when the others did not laugh with him. He turned back and stared at the stranger straight in the knee. Those who don't believe this are proved by shedding some yellow Darklander blood. Quickly he drew his great dagger-like sword. Before the Nobbit could strike, the stranger grabbed the herdsman by the tattoo and easily lifted him into the air. As the Nobbit began to open his mouth to cry out, the Darklander shoved his massive fist down the herdsman's gullet. The stranger took a quick pull and turned the Nobbit inside out, dropped the bloody mess on the bar. Upon seeing this, someone gave the ancient herdsman a warning cry. "Oh, let us move the flock out of here!" The tavern was instantly cleared. Yeah, let's move the flock out of here, yeah. Alright. Get the flock out of here. Good way to get past the censors. Good point for that. Yeah, Torren wrote most of the books by Pagan, but under different pen names, so I can use different names, voices. The lone stranger slowly rode into the desolate village on back of his mammoth, white horde axe. As he dismounted his beast, he threw the leathery reins of the closest tie rod, and slowly strode to the double doors of the tavern. Though the tavern roared with the laughter of drunken herdsmen, the jovial spirit quickly flattened, like fresh manure thrown against a wall. Everyone turned as the caped stranger entered the smoke-filled hovel. The darkly robed individual motioned with 2 fingers for the stiffest grog. The tavern master quickly obeyed. Pouring the thick brew with shake hands, the womenfolk left, claiming they needed to visit the house of the fecal waste. "Shadowlander," called a nasal voice from the rear of the room. "Your type are not welcomed in this acre of the world." Shortly, a path cleared between the Shadowlander and the owner of the high-pitched voice. The voice belonged to a squat little Nobbit. He sat with a crooked smile on his smiling face, while his hand played with the handle of his jeweled dagger-like sword. His throat, just above his massive goiter, openly wore a staff-shaped tattoo. Only true herdsmen wore these. Hush fell over the tavern. No one dared to draw a breath. Expedition Journal Book 2, Day 17. It's been about 4 days since Salem received a fatal blow and some strange events have happened. 3 children entered the camp before midnight claiming to be childhood friends of his. When she saw them, Ian let out a fearsome scream and collapsed. The little strangers made a hasty retreat into the night. How could children be childhood friends of a man in his late 30s? Day 18. This morning about around breakfast, Ian explained that the childhood companions were only illusions that Salem used to create to entertain himself. If the illusion still existed, then Salem must still be alive. We'll seek advice when we return to Tenebrae. Day 19. After a rugged day of travel yesterday, we all expected a much-needed and well-deserved rest in Tenebrae. But it was not to be. As soon as the door to our leased cabin was opened, the 3 children were larking about inside. Still, they pleaded for us to rescue Salem, and we had decided to let them stay with us and investigate their claims in the morning. The fact that they knew our destination before we did unnerves me to no end. There was no sleep to be had with the mournful gaze of the oldest child, who calls himself Colin, watching me all night. Day 20. Today we went on a wild chase with the fire brigade as they attempted to douse several fires that started simultaneously around Tenebrae when a shower of flaming stones rained from the sky. Yane's skirts caught fire, and she raised quite a stir when she leapt into the Tempest Fountain to douse them, and discovered him stocked with snapping eels. Ooh. Day 21. We've spent the day on the road following the directions of Colin. He's offered no information about Salem's condition other than he needs help. After what I saw happen to him, there's no way he could be alive. What kind of help does a dead person need? Well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Day 22. Black shadow of the keep still falls over us as the sun rises on the other side. The silence and cold here is not natural. Warwick is convinced we are being watched from the twisted spires. I'm going to carry my speaking stone into the place, and I will recognize Salem, without error. The Big Book of Adventure by Sladdick. Recorded on these pages are tips I found while on my adventures. Read well, fellow quester, for your life may very well be saved by recalling these in your time of need. Puzzles. You will be in luck if such puzzles are played with levers. These are usually not harmful. Require little time. You watch your surroundings for clues. Center levels usually reset the puzzle. Traps. If there is a chest sitting innocently in the open, touch it not, especially if it has many corpses around it. These are the other dolts who fell for it. Chests of loot. Rarely do chests have anything in them. Open them at your own risk. It will serve you well to carry a magic scroll to check for traps within these. Okay, so the game is telling me that chests don't have anything useful in them. Good to know. Trickster the Trickster. Judge them by their cover, for they read differently than other books. But I'm still gonna have to go through all the chests, right? Because rarely do they have anything in them. Doesn't mean they never have anything in them. Judge them by their cover, for they read differently than other books.
I found the source of the ticking! It's a pipe bomb!
Yeah!
Thank you, Shan. Mazes. Always mark your path. Use rocks or wood, never breadcrumbs. Beware of treasure. It is there to lead you from the path. Spell chips. Always read the text of the outside of the scrolls to identify them. Once you've opened them, their magic will immediately be released upon reading. And Brogan's Helpful Guide to Mushrooms. Though many forms of vegetation disappeared after our sun ceased its cycling and our world entered into a state of eternal twilight, many plants, especially mushrooms, have adjusted to the lower levels of sunlight. Mushrooms have prospered and have become the dominant form of vegetation on our landscape. These range from the man-sized monster brown cap all the way down to the finger-sized yellow and red silent sleeper. Most mushrooms are edible. Mushrooms like the fist-sized blue bulgy and the green kappa are delicious with any meal, though sometimes they may be confused by the less experienced for the blue and green form of demon's paw, which can cause rashes, blisters, and general bladder diseases. A helpful mushroom known for its healing properties is the yellow and green adventurer's friend, found in the wild. When consumed, these mushrooms tend to restore health, as well as give the consumer a general feeling of euphoria. Known to keep monsters at bay is the stench mushroom. Applying small quantities of this mushroom to your skin is guaranteed to ward away most creatures, except for those who are undead, who seem quite attracted to its pungent odor. The only way the smell of the mushroom can be removed once it's applied by bathing in the juice of the Yamato plant. Mushroom that you should generally stay away from is the fire mushroom. This little mushroom is usually high in sulfurous ash and tends to explode when stepped on. Since never has there been found a mushroom that is instantly lethal, it is safe to say that you may experiment with any of the ones you find in the wild. Remember, mushrooms are your friends. Mythology of the Zalan Deities by Ildarin the Scholar. Through the ages of our people have looked beyond themselves to find the answer to the many mysteries of life. Today we know that the Titans, master of the four elements, control our destinies and direct the many forces that affect our lives. However, such was not always the case. Our Zalan forebears know not of the power of the Titans. Instead, they worship the common emotions. Not realizing that the feelings are popular sensations experienced by all people, the Zealans elevated the 3 primary emotions: love, hate, and apathy to the ranks of deities. The goddess of love they named Amoris, giving her the powers of nurturing happiness. With one called Odeon, the Zalans attributed the emotions of hate and grief, giving him the role of a warrior and protector. To stand between our ancestors assigned the role of arbiter and balance to Apatheus, ruler of indifference. Even older texts indicate that the Zalans initially believed in not 3 but 6 deities, in addition to the rulers of love, hate, and apathy. Felicitar controlled joy, Dolores ruled grief, and Timura was the patron of fear. Though anthropomorphic in nature, some of them had an animalistic feature, such as Dolores in its Taurus head. Though time, however, Zalans found it difficult and inconvenient to pay homage to so many gods and goddesses, so they elected to combine the aspects into 3. The confusing aspect of the Zalan gods serves to display the fickle nature of our ancestors' beliefs. Zalans believed that while the deities ruled the emotions, they were also subject to them. The more Zalans who experienced a particular feeling, the stronger the deity's power grew. Conversely, discarded emotions, however, temporarily meant a weakened deity, forcing some to enter near catatonic states until they gained enough followers to re-emerge. Thus, an improbable cycle took place, as Odeon planted the seed of hate within one of his subjects, and as that seed grew and took root in other warriors, Odeon would become more powerful, spreading the hatred even further. Though most Zalans believed that they had contact with the gods through their thoughts and emotions, only the priests and a select few were allowed to speak directly to them. The Zalans constructed great mountainside temples housing gaudy shrines to the 3 of the 6 patrons. Several labyrinths were excavated and filled with deadly traps. Secret passages were made for the priests to enter, while the few Zalans who dared to seek the audience with the gods were forced to overcome the falls of the dungeons. Many died trying, and few succeeded. Once before the Zalan deities, the worshippers still had to present one of the ancient seals before gaining permission to speak. Seals were round shields wrought metal, embossed in the triad of sections, one depicting a reddish scimitar, another showing an open palm displaying a heart, and the third revealing an image of balanced scales. Having passed through the test of the great shrines and offered the appropriate icon, a Zalan follower would then be allowed to pray for a boon from one of the gods. Regardless of whether the plea was heeded, considerable sacrifices of animals and valuables was required. Rarely did these acts lead to any benefit, though some stories claim the legendary Kumash Gore first conferred with his patrons before it was able to unify the warring tribes. There is much to be learned from studying the mythology of the past, although we know today that the powers of the Titans are, unlike the deities of our forebears, quite real. Yes, they talk a lot about Zealans, so in the new one, in New Zealanders. Spelling myths, the truth about magic. Well, we've read a bunch. Time to save. And then I'm going to take a short little break. And then we are going to talk to the librarian dude, I hope, and find out if we can find some way to get home. Okay. I will be right back. Okie dokie, we're back. Also, goddamn, I fucking love... I fucking love, again, it is that I don't have to use the MP3 player. It was a fun joke while it lasted, but I'll be honest, this is so fucking much convenient. Still gonna use it for my... work stuff, but let's do it. Grim book, that sounds good. How's it grim? Stories to make children sleep by Brother Grimm. Oh, that's why.
Kelly was a lad who was so hard to please. Nothing would he eat, except for plates full of cheese. His obsession was strange, and no one knew why. He swore cheese was his meal till the day that he died. His father, a strong man who had hearty and pink, was at his wits' end and drained to drink. Stay at the tavern, and tell of his woe, which tankards of grog his money he'd blow. Son, a good lad, though a little bit of chunky, has turned into a ravenous Limburger junkie. Me land and me house, and the coins in me purse, I'll give to the man who can remove this foul curse. The man's plea went out, was told near and far, is whispered by gossips and made light out in the bar. One day, to town strolled a strange little fellow. His robes were all tattered, and his skin a sickly yellow. I can cure your boy, he told the ripe drunken sod. I'll make him as good as new, this lad you'll call Todd. Father cried, his name's not Todd, it's Jelly, you snot. We go on and give it a try. Give it your best shot. But before he started, the mage asked for a small taste of grog to quell a quick thirst. After slamming 4 tankards, he got back to work, though his eyes did spin and his hands did jerk. With the boy before him, the mage reared back, while clutching his reagents in a small toad sack. Sent out flames of red, green, and blue that engulfed the boy, hiding him from all's view. When the flames died away as well as the stench, father's red eyes, his boy was a wench. Oh no, he cried, and he cursed his new fate. My hard-working boy looks like a dungeon bait. How could you do this, you dottering old fool? To sleep every day while in wizardry school. Excitement now over, and the father settled down. Upon the nearest table his head he did pound. Suddenly a dark-robed figure entered into the grog joint, and at the old mage a withered finger did point. Then with a flash of yellow the mage disappeared. Everyone dove for cover, for spellcasters they now feared. An incantation shouted by the figure in black. The young boy named Jelly quickly transmuted back. As he left the place, everyone heard the words of the monk. Never let a lad spellcaster cast spell, especially drunk. To this very day, the young boy they call Jelly continues to stuff away cheese in his portly pot belly. But his father is content and he will always smile. Oh, this beats worrying about a daughter by a country mile. 'Tis not I don't want a girl, claims the tired old father. Though the boy is young, he's less of a bother. The young boy must check up on every time, and again, or with the young girl, he must watch the young men. So many more books. Honor Lost. Guard of the Controls. City of Rian, we've read that. Adventurers Quarterly. Venoming the Kith. Hello there. Oh, greetings, stranger. Oh, what's your name?
Oh, my name's Bentic. It is a word of pagan derivation. I think it's originally meant who toils hard. But as that's for certain, I found a number of references to Ventak in several older texts and feel that this may be the root of the name Bentic. What is your name, friend? My name's Finn. Well met, Finn. I'm pleased to meet you. What's a pagan? A pagan? Why, that is the name of this place.
Oh, this place was Tenebrae.
Oh, no,
What's a paladin?
That is the name of the city. Pagan is the name of the land. This is all-compassing world upon which we all live out our meager lives.
I wish to leave Pagan.
Leave Pagan? Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever heard anyone ask for that. But then again, you don't act and dress like anyone I've ever seen before. Oh, now let's see. I can only suggest you speak to someone with more magic abilities than I. Mithrin could help you, although I'd dread to suggest it perhaps the necromancer.
Mithrin.
Mithrin lives in a small house on the plateau. He's been known to dabble in the various magical arts and is a scholar. He often makes magical scrolls and things and so.
Mithrin practices magical arts. Where is the plateau?
From the palace in the center of Tenebrae, head north out of the city, follow the path through the valley to a cave entrance and go through the cave. It opens on the other side of the mountain on the plateau.
So he's a scholar, you say?
Oh, well, of sorts. He enjoys studying and reading books as I do, but he form an opinion and touts as perfect. He will even cite his own writings as examples of perfect creative thinking. This makes talking to him a bit hideous, but he's a good source of information.
So he practices magic, you say?
Oh yes, though I'm not sure what school he follows.
What school?
Tell me more. Why, the 4 elemental schools, of course. There are those who follow Lithos and practice his magic, and spells are mostly earth-based spells, but require long hours of study and practice to cast correctly, or so I've read. The tempestual magic of Hydras are only available through heredity, and so are unavailable to the majority. And now, magic of Pyrus, the fire elemental, are quite spectacular to watch, but very dangerous to the caster. And Stratus, on the other hand, provides healing magic, although she requires strict obedience to her tenants. Thank you. Oh, do come back anytime, Finn. I so love a good conversation.
And I will! Because I want to talk about the necromancers.
Oh, hello, Finn.
How are you?
Oh, I'm quite well, you know. Since I saw you last, I've done a little more reading into the meaning of various names. I'm more certain now that my name has been stemmed from the ancient Ventic, as I also found a very old reference where it was spelled Bentak. Now, the interesting point is that I did some research on your name and found that in one case it actually comes from the very old pagan word for champion, or a better translation, avatar.
Interesting. What do you do here?
Oh, by trade I'm a librarian of this city. However, I prefer to think of myself as a student of life, one who spends his time observing all facets of life. I'm a great studier of people. You would be amazed at the things you will learn by simply observing your neighbors in their everyday life.
Well, tell me of your neighbors.
Oh, I think the one I like to spend the most time with is Devon. He's such a sharp fellow. I think he has more potential than he even realizes.
How so?
Oh yes, I can't put my finger on it, but there's something there. Call it a hunch, if you will. I just seem to feel that there's something about him that suggests great things. He does love to read. Maybe he's destined to be a great scholar.
Yeah, just buy a spacecraft, kill a bunch of TIE fighters, and become an ace pilot, and there you go. True. Knows too much, he must die. Who knows, maybe he will. Does he know how I may leave Pagan?
Leave Pagan?
Tell me of the necromancer.
They're not as bad as many of the people in the city make out. The magic is a little macabre, but I suppose they do have quite a bit of magic at their call. So Lithos, you know.
How many are there?
Oh, there used to be many, but the sentiment here in Tenebrae is against them, so they've very few new recruits. I believe there are only 1 or 2 of them left.
The fuck was that?
It's too bad, really. The magic's so very different than the Tempest.
How?
Well, the magic of the Tempest is hereditary, while the magic of necromancers may be learned and gained through tests and trials. Not that everyone can be necromancer, mind you, not everyone has a stomach for it.
Who's Lithos?
Oh, the Earth Titan. Mountain King, sometimes called. He's a very powerful Titan, has the ability to make a very crown shake. Necromancers still serve him, though I understand they have very few applications to be an apprentice these days.
Need to find necromancers and a dude behind a cave in the north. Tell me of the library.
Oh, the library is my joy. It's where I spend all my time studying the words left by our predecessors. I cannot believe what's in these books. They contain the wisdom of many ages in them. Too many people overlook the knowledge of our past generations. Because of this, we are doomed to repeat the same mistakes over and over again.
Tell me the people.
Are you a student of life as well? I do so enjoy finding someone who shares the same passions as I do. The people here in Tenebrae are a varied and fascinating lot. They go about their daily toils, laboring under the yoke of a somewhat restrictive government, and yet still find the time to enjoy themselves occasionally.
How's the government restrictive?
It's not quite the safe thing to discuss here. In my interest in the knowledge and books cannot protect me from relating Mordia. But she has a very short temper. Well, just recently her guards confiscated my personal diary, though I don't have it.
My personal diary was confiscated. Tell me the books.
My library is full of many books. Are you a scholar as well? Oh, I'm so happy to have met you. Please feel free to make use of my library and books. We'll have many interesting discussions, I'm sure. Oh, come back anytime, Finn. I'm so love a good conversation.
So maybe we should try finding his diary as well. We now know a little bit about people we need to find. Necromancers and Mithran the Mage. Before we go anywhere, it might be a good idea to...
You should hear the pleas for help, Avatar.
Oh. Take me back to Britain and I can listen to them in person. That's a good deal, right, Guardian? What's this place behind the fence? It's big. God damn, you guys had a very, very big yard. Seems like gem cutting was a lucrative business. Quite lucrative. Honor lost. Ah, that's the troll book, right. Now, if the potion colors are same, these should be healing potions. I don't have any weapons yet. Going outside to wander. Oh, God damn it. Might not be the best of ideas. Well, I'm not going to say much about anything yet. I've enjoyed the world building so far, but that's most of what we've gotten into so far. We haven't even left the first town. The town. Outside, or is this another section? Other section. Where could I find necromancers?
Enjoying your stay on Pagan, Avatar?
Yeah, that's the executioner. By a graveyard, maybe? That's not a bad idea, looking for necromancers near dead bodies. Let's see, well, I'm just slowly exploring the town, see what I can find. This. Voices of Mary by Salem. Like kind of a guard tower. Maybe he does. Maybe that's why he cannot find any of his gear, because the serpent staff is in his ass. This looks like a blacksmith. Wish I had money. Buy stuff. A lot of skull iconography here. Nobody's home, and I see a little jewelry box with a dagger. That's a weapon, at least. Yeah, buying things. That's what I do around blacksmiths. Sometimes. Don't want to kill him. Yet. I'm kind of worried, considering that... Shut the fuck up, Guardian. I am kind of concerned about what I've learned about the place so far, that I might actually have to kill people, including the blacksmith. That's what I'm worried about, Shan. Oh, look, that's a nice little chameleon toy. Or it's called a thorax. Oh, ye of little faith. I've only killed a blacksmith a couple of times.
I curse this leg. Hey, what can I do for you?
Well, I'm here to curse your leg. I'm gonna say, fuck your leg, you fucking piece of shit. Hope you're happy now. Also, what's your name?
Hey, my name is Orlok. Count Orlok. Definitely not copyright infringing of Dracula.
My name's Finn.
Aye, well, a bit than Finn. Just a fine name indeed. Stay a while and listen. Oh, stay a while and listen. Now my voice has changed because I used a term. What do you do? Well, now, I be a bartender. Can I get you a drink?
Tell me of your tales.
Aye, me bucko, I know a right frightful tale about a ghost that walks the hills above Tenebrae. Would you like to hear that? Oh, that I would. Well, you see, my great-great-great-grandpappy John Blowhard spent most of his days on the sea. It is said that he came across the lost treasure of the ancient kings. Gold, my friend, gold beyond your wildest dreams. He brought that gold back here to Tenebrae with the idea of settling down and living out the rest of his life in comfort. Well, that was not to be, for he had no more found a comfortable place to live in when the dreams began to plague him. Terrible nightmares he'd have. Now my great-great-grandpappy weren't afraid of nothing. He was the bravest man alive. But these dreams would wake him up screaming and shaking. With fright, in his dreams the ghosts of the ancient kings would visit him and demand their treasure. Night after night these spectres appeared, but my great-great-great-grandpappy wouldn't give up the treasure. But one night, after a particularly frightful visit, he had an idea. He would take the treasure and hide it away where no one would find it. So he took a shovel and his treasure and disappeared into the hills, and never to be seen alive again. There are some that say he's in those hills, and yet can be seen patrolling the area where the treasure is hid. None has yet the courage to find out.
Should be obvious if you read the manual, you're suspicious that anyone is spending their entire life at sea in Pagan. But they worship hydros. Fuck if I know. Anything further up the north?
All right, one more time. Where were you last night?
Oh, really? I was at home with my poor sick mother, because I definitely have a home.
Why have you not paid your taxes?
Please, sir, I don't even make money. I'm a fucking beggar.
Are you in the dungeon?
But who will feed my children?
I know that you weren't on it. Confess and I shall not torture you.
I beg of you, sir. Please let me go.
I shall torture you then.
I swear on my mother's grave I had no part in that.
Oh. I really approve of the guards here. They're very, nice. Oh! I don't know if we should read the book, because it seems like the book was so good that his mind was blown. Can I loot him? No. Envenoming the Kith. Eye of the Boulder. Ruins of the Myth Drainer. You're not wrong there, Shen. Well, since he's dead, I don't think he's gonna mind if we're gonna, you know, go through his stuff. That he had much. Well, had we not already stolen a dagger, we would have gotten one from there. Hi, troll. Are you the civilized one? I kinda doubt that. What can we find from here? Any shroomy buildings. Quite abandoned. Dancing Ruby. Hell yeah. Get some money for that. Just because he's a huge lumbering mass carrying a bunch of trees as weapons, grunting in a cage with the remains of other trolls, doesn't mean he's savage. That's true. I should be more sensitive about these things. Take things into consideration. Yes, there's a thing. Book. Contains Captain's report. I recommend the new young guard Grommet for a commendation for bravery. As a troll larger than most marched directly and purposefully toward our station, we prepared to destroy it from a safe distance with fire gems. Before we attacked, Grommet saw that it carried in its arms a little child. We hesitated in our attack, and he charged out and met the beast with his sword drawn. In the ensuing battle, the troll was driven to its knees, and as it begged for its life, Grommet slew the creature. Some of Grommet's blows flew a little awry, and the little girl was mortally injured by one of them. It was only a peasant, however, and no import. Grommet will make a fine addition to the officers' ranks. As I was talking about the civilized troll, guess we found out what happened. Being all nice, trying to bring the child back to humans, and then some dude decide, I'm gonna go kill that thing, and just not only kills the troll, but also the child. But yeah, it's only a peasant, who cares? Really fucking, what the fuck is that? Ah. That one of the kith? If so, then I'm directly gonna say I already hate the kith.
I'm not going to kiss any of them. I mean, when if I'm Mike Tyson.
But is it a giant enemy crab in an ancient battle that actually took place? Hello there.
Oh, greetings.
Hello, stranger. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, no, you're welcome here. Although you did alarm me quite a bit, we do not get many strangers up here. Still a nice nod for simple folk to say where and when you travel.
Do you know who I am?
Oh, well, to be honest, no. Someone of my stature certainly has no business telling a warrior what he can or cannot do. I have not introduced myself. I'm Corinth. And by what are you called?
I'm called Finn.
Oh, well, I'm pleased to meet you, Finn. You're welcomed here.
So you don't see many strangers?
Oh, we rarely have visitors here in the country. We do see that strange old hermit once in a while, though.
What hermit?
I believe his name is Mithrin. He goes into Tenebrae now and then for supplies, I suppose. No one knows how much about Mithrin, but there are many tales about him.
What kinds of tales?
Oh, I don't know how them all. People claim he knows magic. Some people even claim to have bought magic scrolls from the old hermit. I would not believe everything you hear.
Corinth, huh?
Oh, I was named for my mother, who did not survive my birth. Father wished to preserve her memory by naming me after her.
So, what do you do here?
Oh, as we leave the country, away from most people, I do many things. Since my son did move away, I'm not as busy as I once was. Oh, my dear Sirius, I'm so proud of him. His father and I were simple people. Sirius will do great things.
Such as?
Oh, yes, Sirius has gone to study with a theurgist. He will help many people as a theurgist.
So, another son that's going to become a theurgist.
The theurgists are the disciples of the heir titan, although Quillim sacrifices to Lithos. I believe that Sirius was born to be a theurgist.
Will he help people?
The theurgists specialize in healing the sick. Some say they can even bring back the dead.
Born to be a theurgist, is he?
Oh, all of this life, Sirius is most enjoyable caring for others. He's always had a talent for healing. It doesn't matter if it was a person or an animal. Sirius would heal if it was sick. I knew that he was born to be a theurgist, not to spend his life on a farm. Though Quillim wanted very much for Sirius to follow his footsteps at the farm, I convinced Sirius that his future was more important than his father's traditions. All of Quillim's kin have always been herdsmen. Quillim takes great pride in working the land. As Sirius is our only son, Quillim expected Sirius to carry on the family traditions.
Oh. I'd come back to talk to you later, but right now, let's carry on north. Find a cave. Told to follow the path. Cave. Let's do that. There it is. And before we enter, I'd like to save. Just in case.
Murder
Did I press
time.
right again? Read. Works. It very well might be Thunderlane. It is a cave, therefore there likely are enemies. Hello there. is a patched version apparently, because I do remember what it was before patching. Oh, that was close. Roll of Restoration. Invisibility.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
Stalk sight.
Yeah.
Then save. Yeah, because I did play this a little as a teen, and I do remember that the jumping worked quite differently, because you couldn't just click where you want to jump. You had to line up your jumps correctly, and you only jumped a certain amount every time, so you had to line the jumps up pretty much perfectly, or you would be fucking dead. There's a zombie. How do I get there? Oh, hey, what's that? I get the feeling that there's probably another entrance somewhere. Or I need to have some kind of a spell. And I'm dead.
Your treasured Britannia succumbs easily. Soon all the land will be mine.
Very happy to hear that, Guardian. Right cave. A cave. I think the pre-patched version wouldn't be so bad if it didn't take an hour to reload the game. Hello there, who are you? Things. Oh, greetings, friend. I'm Quillim. How fare you? I'm fine, thank you. Oh, good and welcome. It's rare that Corinth and I get visitors here in the valley. Valley, you say? Oh, it's beautiful here, is it not? Many people say that this valley is the only truly beautiful place in the world. Beautiful valley made my life as a herdsman somewhat easier. Whenever I find myself feeling remorse, I contemplate the beauty of the place. It makes me feel better. A herdsman, just like my father before me. How long have you lived here? Oh, all my life. I've strolled up to the plateau at a time or two. I was going to the town but twice a year, but other than that, I stay but here in the valley. A plateau. Oh, just take a trail that runs past our place here and it will take you to a plateau. It's very lovely up there. Okay, so that should take us there, right? Why do you go to town? Well, I must sell the surplus crops and Torix, which are ready for slaughter. Are you sure that while I'm there, I obey all the law? Good law-abiding folk up here. Are you? Oh, that is correct, sir. The ladyship's administration has never had a reason to worry about us. Son of the ladyship, I'll rule a lady more dear. You need not pretend that you do not know the lady. Be assured that I've always lived well by her mandates. Tell her ladyship that all is well in this district. Tell her that all is well here. She's no need to worry about her subjects in the valley breaking her laws. Do you think I work for Mordia? What else? And so well equipped and armored, but proud ruler. Do not think that that is the reason why I've taken the time to talk to you. I welcome the company of others. So Well, don't think it's a good idea to say somebody like that I don't work for her. At least not yet. Maybe later. Seems... Clear this entrance up. Obviously, something behind that. Enter now. What's this place? Kind of ominous. Oh, there's a spider down there. Bill and off. Seems a very edgelordy place. Somebody has paintings of a graveyard on their wall. And the doors are locked. Of course they are. Fuck this. Go down there. Yeah! Stab! I barely the strength to fly. My heart pounds and my legs can no longer hold me. I fear the desire to possess such wondrous magics has consumed my very soul, for I have pursued it until I have not the strength to stand. Even now, as I lay here gasping my final breath, the armor taunts me, coming just close enough for me to see its beauty and then dancing away from my grasp. They only had a magical way to capture these armor, like how the Theurgists use their magic items from afar, a way in which one might retrieve it using the hands of magic rather than flesh. To the finder of this note I wish you luck, for the treasure which shines before you has been naught but a curse of death for me. Alright, then I feel, and I bet I'm stuck here now, am I not? That's a bummer. What fucking armor are you talking about? Oh, hey, I can loot the skeletons. A shield! I think I might be stuck. I don't think I can jump that high. Oh, I can climb. Never mind then, I have learned a new thing. We can not only jump, but we can also climb. That's nice. And that gives me a new idea. Maybe we can climb to the plateau thing in the cave. Didn't even think about that before. As being an option. But you're right, Dunlaney. The character should just flail around without hitting anything for minutes before anything happens. It's not true Ultima if that doesn't happen. I can believe that, Shen. But we'll cross that ledge when we get to it. I'm having a good day, Shen. Hi, zombie. Get stabbed. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sure, Shen, you can explain what the monsters are from. Get stabbed! Should maybe keep my stats on the screen. I'm almost dead. Now, time to test whether my hypothesis is right. Yep, yellow ones are healing potions. Gem. Put it in my gem box. Bottle. Death disc. Box a death disc. No, but I have another healing potion. My death discs. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world! Also, ow! Also, I'm fucking dead. Detail schmetail, Shen. I want to climb next to you. They're gonna hurt me. Where the fuck am I? Oh, there we are. There we go. Let's stab a zombie in the face. Thank you for playing. Avatar's Whack-A-Mole. Whack-A-Zombie. Ow. That did not work as I planned. There we go. And the gem. Oh, wait. Avatar's not concerned of your worries of plot details, Shan. Avatar does what an Avatar does. Okay, I'm very happy that that zombie took the explosive trap in our behalf.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
Yeah!
There we go. Much better. I'm gonna stab your zombie up a full of holes. Let's die before I die. Yep. Leave my bones alone! That's honestly kind of creepy. Hey, Avatar! Leave my bones alone. You don't need my urine potion. You don't need the stuff I have. Hey, Avatar, leave my bones alone. That's an interesting factoid, Shan. I'm still gonna play. Oh, written.
There is no escape from this prison.
That's what you say. God damn it! I'm just trying to walk through a fucking door. Jesus. Arm guards. Our first piece of armor. Molotov cocktails. Don't mind if I do. And now I've... Shit. Shut up.
Get the...
Shut up. Ah. Oh great, I cannot open a backpack that's inside my backpack now, can I? Oh no, oh, for fuck's sake, that explosion caused me to get stuck. Oh, great. Roshan, at least things stay in place. And that's one of the things that I do remember liking in Ultima 8 and Ultima Online. That you could actually properly arrange your backpack and it stays like that. That's what I missed in Ultima 7. Because it always just messed up and didn't feel as nice as I remembered it being from the newer games. That's up. Button. And stab a zombie. Stab enemy until it dies. Always good strategy. Get hit by a lightning trap. Not quite as good of a strategy. With all the things, a good strategy. I think red ones were cure poison. That gem. Of course, Baldur. That's a sensible thing to do in these circumstances. Oh, whoa. Curse be upon yourself! Shut the fuck up, Bones. I'ma loot your shit whether you wanted to or not. Haha! I have surprised you, zombie! I will stab you in the face! Alright, maybe I should just go get the arm guards first. I don't remember any of these corpses having anything important. We have 3 gems. First, I'm just in case gonna save in case I fall off that.
Ah, Avatar, the thrill of conquest is so invigorating.
Glad you like it. Enjoy it while it
There
lasts.
is no escape from this prison.
Okay. See? I've escaped your prison. I'm dead. I'm not here anymore.
Yes, that's right. You see, there was a tiny flaw in the plan. What was that, sir? It was bollocks.
Hell yeah!
There is no escape from this prison.
What do you mean a flaw in the plan? I think that plan was flawless. I set out to do a thing, and that's exactly what happened. I escaped from his prison. Whether you approve of my methods now, that's a matter. together. Also, there's a switch puzzle. I have no idea what any of these do.
At
Alright,
this very
it's...
moment, Britannia
Now I
burns.
remember, we were told that the center thing often resets the puzzle, right? I have no idea what that does. I'm sure there's gonna be a combination that unlocks this one. Oh shit, zombie. You're in my way, sir. You're standing in my place. You're in my way, sir. Throw the corpse down. Need to find the combination that unlocks that, which then probably raises this. Also, holy shit, I'm almost fucking dead. Problem is, yeah, Avatar's too used to not really giving a fuck if he dies. Death to him has been meaningless. Now comes the thing, how do I know? Sometimes that does something, sometimes it doesn't. Ah. It's broken leather. Get out of my way. It's very likely, Penguin,
Care you no more for your own world, Avatar?
You just have to put them in the position where something happens. Both of them had a mode where... all of them had a mode where... the thing, whatever it's called, which didn't move, and the one where it did move. Put all of them in the position where they move. Winch was the clue. If the winch didn't do anything, then the switch was in the wrong position. Put it in my backpack. Fuck. Are you no go in my backpack? Well, I shouldn't be. I cleared this up. There's less stuff in here than was before. Probably just working too well. But I shouldn't be a penguin because there's now less stuff than was before. So I should have more room. There we go, we passed through the cave. How to explore this area? Can I climb here? No, that's way too high. And I'm almost in again. Thankfully I do have a save after I solve the lever puzzle.
I found the source of the ticking! It's a pipe bomb!
Yeah!
That's something.
Run. Way do 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 do. Run. Way do 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 do. Run. Way do 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 do. Run. Way. China.
Oh, I intend to. Oh, fuck. Well, it's bigger on the inside. Also, it has traps.
Oh, it's perfectly fine. You'll be fine.
Ah! That's cool. I want one of those. Oh, hello there, old man. Hello!
Are you to see anything unusual about my living quarters that does not differ from any other extra-dimensional abode? May I ask your name? Oh, you may ask indeed, stranger. I am Mithran. By what name do you go, young one?
I'm called Finn.
Oh, greetings, Finn. And how might I assist you?
I have many questions.
Ah, good. It is always important to ask questions. That way one will never run out of things to learn. I cannot refuse one who's traversed ghoul-filled passages to meet with my hospitality. What are some of these questions?
How can I leave Pagan?
I've never had anyone ask such a question, Finn. Do you truly wish a means off this world? Are you simply testing the limits of my knowledge? I ask this because finding the answer would be extremely tedious, and I do not plan to toil for no reason.
I plan to leave.
That is indeed a tremendous task you are planning to undertake. I myself have given considerable thought to finding ways to cross into what you would call other worlds. I have not yet uncovered a solution. However, I have come to the conclusion that it is the power of the Titans that makes such travel impossible, even for one with my command of the arcane. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that to depart from Pagan, one must master the powers of all the 4 Titans. I suppose the best place to begin is which of the schools of magic.
Have you spoken with the necromancers? No. Didn't find them yet.
Then I suggest you begin with them. Speak with Vividos about becoming his apprentice, once Lothian has passed on her powers to him. I realize the thought of dealing with the rituals of death may seem distasteful, but I expect it is something to which you must become accustomed if you wish to succeed.
Now, where are the necromancers?
They reside in the cemetery. I believe you wish to take the east road from the city. I suggest you go with care, for many of the walking dead also reside in the graveyard.
Vividos is living ones in Spanish. Alright.
May you fare well, stranger. To this land, if there is anything in my house that will aid you in your journey, feel free to help yourself.
Oh, great, nice. You're telling me that I can loot.
Wait, before you go, my friend, I wish to give you 2 items that I believe will assist you in your travels. First is an item of recall I acquired many years ago. When you find yourself in trouble, you may use this item to teleport to my front door. Throughout the world, there are other discs to which you can also be transported if you so wish, providing you can visualize these places. How powerful this item is, I cannot say, for I do not know whether other stronger powers may prevent it from functioning at certain times. Furthermore, I wish to give you the potion of healing, which will magically aid in the recovery of your wounds. I will try to have others for you, but as you make return visits, but since the cost to me is time and energy is great, I will not have one for you every time you visit. Excellent. Use this well. I will set it down for you. Again, farewell.
Okay, the red ones are healing potions as well then, I guess. Okay, so it seems like the backpack is fucking things up, because when I do that, it works. So I want to find another container that's not a backpack. The red ones could be regeneration potions, that's true. Pagan's Fang. Yeah, it's the backpack that fucks things up. Well, since this one I can use as kind of a base of operations, I'm gonna leave this here. It's apparently we can now teleport back here when we want to. Also, we have now learned that a likely way for us to get back is to gain the powers of the Titans, which means we are going to have to learn about the schools of magic. This, I think, is where the thing teleports us then, like one of those places. Man, a catfish there. Even though there's a giant sea monster clearly visible down there. But then again, having a giant sea monster in a small pond would likely eat all the smaller fish. The Agents of Thaumaturgy. It seems like this place has quite a bunch of potentially useful books. Not gonna read all of them right now. Good thing to know that this place seems to have books telling us about the magical schools, which is useful. After all, we are apparently now on a quest to learn about those schools of magic and master all of those. So, let's go find the necromancers. Indeed. We were told in Serpent Isle that in pagan magic works differently, and now we know exactly what it means. There are 4 schools of magic at least, and they all apparently have their own ways then. Hi, zombie. Taste Corgan's Fang, which is a dagger with a fancy name. Die! Fancy names make everything deadlier, that is true. That is why if you eat French fries, it's much more healthier than if you eat pommes frites. No, see, that's so shitty a name, Shan, that's practically health food. Yeah, that 2K is. Yeah, that's the epitome of what people call reactionary, Shan.
Friends did something we don't like. This name has friends in it, so let's call it Freedom Fries.
I know the guy later on apologized and said that that was a stupid idea, but still, the fact that it even happened was stupid enough. People should think a while before they do something like that. That's why it's called reactionary. Because you're just reacting to a situation without fucking even thinking about what the fuck you're doing and how stupid things you're doing are. And that's a fucking big crap. Alright, so we were told we have to leave through the eastern gate, get to the graveyard, which means we have to get to the library side. Oh, hi. I have money now, right? 137. Yeah. Hello. Oh, do you have any old coins you don't want? Yes, I do. I have $50. I don't know how much it's worth. Oh, thank you, my friend. And as a word of warning, remember this. Always looks for traps within chests. No treasure worth dying. Oh, fuck you. That wasn't worth $50.
Murder time.
That person attacked me! That person scammed me! This one? Yes. What are you gonna do about it? You're not. I shall take care of this matter. Knave, I find you guilty of assault, so I sentence you to death! Call upon the power of the cabal and consign it to the flames.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
Yeah!
Fuck you, Origin. Beggars have fucking invincible insta-kill guards. Asshats. Yes, I can't just go around murdering people. Nah. Fuck's sake. Sure, it's completely fine to scam me, but then I can't just fucking murder them and get my money back. Where's the justice in that? Nowhere, I tell you. Nowhere. There is no justice. I really want to get off Pagan. I tend to agree now, Shan. That was so uncalled for. All I wanted to do was murder a beggar who scammed me. And immediately they are just, no, we're gonna fucking kill you. Fuck you guys. Oh, bunch of asshats. Alright, where's the graveyard though? Graveyard, where art thou? I wish to find a graveyard so I can become a necromancer and raise the dead or some shit. I don't know what necromancers do. Who knows? Maybe they are just necromancers.
Dare you know more for your own world, Avatar?
Shut the fuck up. I don't know about this world, and I'm trying to look for a graveyard, and all I can find are shrooms. Not even the funny kind of shrooms, just some big shrooms and vaguely penis-shaped white shrooms.
I do so enjoy the cries of torment.
Okay, this seems like a graveyard-y. Sir Richard died of fright, plunged from a great height. I'm glad that the graveyard shtick still continues. Here lies Chell, some shades shoot lovely bell. Oh, Rob is now dead. He should not have gone. Legis? What? Entombed is sky, trusty and wise, toils at work and then dies. Here lies Fred in a quarry, he was found dead. Arnold, hasta la vista, baby. one in the dome. Now, where's the living ones? That looks promising. So, who we gotta sacrifice, buddies? I'm your new necromancer. You sacrifice things, right? No? Necromancer stuff? Something? I don't know. Anybody here? No! Anybody? There's somebody. Hello there, mister. Ah, stranger. Have come to the tomb to learn? Yes. Oh my, this is excellent news. Well, I shall teach you all about our mysteries and traditions. Ah, Lothian is the current necromancer, but you probably already knew that. Tell me of Lothian. Long has she been the necromancer? Lothian has loyally served since I was but a boy. Well, I need to speak to the necromancer. I'm sorry, that is impossible. The necromancer is very ill and she's not receiving anyone. They might be druids. He's too sick to see me, huh? Yes, in fact she has been slipping in and out of consciousness lately. Even if you were to see her, she probably would not be awake. Can't we stab her and name someone else a necromancer? Tell me of the mysteries of the druids. Can I tell someone who is not of our order about our mysteries? You can learn it all if you were to join the order and become a novice. So how do I join? Few people join our order. Life here is not easy, but it is rewarding. What's a novice? A novice is someone who's newly joined the order and has just begun to learn. Tell me about traditions. Our lives are very structured. We must perform our rites very precisely, lest they be most not accepted. Yet sometimes such precision can create problems. As I said in our rituals, everything must be done at the right time with the right tools. Unfortunately, we are missing a most important tool. Don't worry, I'm the right tool for you. Oh yes, our ceremonial dagger. It was taken from us by the power-mad witch Mordia. Mordia took the dagger, huh? Oh yes. Never before have we had to worry about such things. We all always feared the cemetery and respected our work, but not long ago, Mordia came here with an armed force and took the dagger. Why is this dagger so special? It was given to Morians by the Mountain King himself. We cannot perform our ceremonies with any other dagger. Oh yes, we were respected and feared. The necromancers have always been held in just regard as one of the great powers of this world. It has taken one so obsessed with power as Mordia to lessen the people's regard for us. People's regard has lessened? Oh yes, I'm sad to say. We shall yet win them back. However, Lithos will lead us out of these dark times and show to all his power and majesty. You must understand that we do not seek to rule all, such as Mordia does. We simply wish to respect and revere Lithos. But people feared you. Oh, it is only natural that people fear forces that they do not understand. Of course, they have never had reason to fear us. Those of our order have always been benevolent, unlike the followers of Pyrrhus or the Lurker. Tell me of Pyrrhus. Please speak not of that malevolent demon. I should not have mentioned his name. All the world would consumed in his flame if he were allowed. How about the Lurker? The Water Titan. Damned be her and all who follow her. That is Mordia's station, to follow the watery spirit and oppress all in her way. So, tell me of this great power. Does it come with great responsibility? Greater power could there be than the power of the land itself. We who follow the Mountain King are peaceful when we are pressed. We can wield our power well. Now, what about Mordia? More harm than good for the necromancer to wage war with Mordia, even though Mordia is power mad. I don't care who hears me say it. Moria is evil and power-hungry. Long has she been a tyrant, but now she's gone too far. Now that she has the dagger, we cannot perform rituals without her approval. Yes, without her approval, we cannot perform our rituals. We cannot work under such conditions. We need to get the dagger back, or there will be great danger. Tell me about getting the dagger back. How? Lothian is very ill, and I must stand by her side. As neither of us are trained warriors to challenge Moria's guards, how could we possibly retrieve the dagger? I'll get the dagger. Will you, Uli? Yes. Thank you. I've heard Moria keeps dagger in her chambers. You will know the dagger by its golden hilt and 7-iron blade. Please, hurry, for soon we shall need the dagger. Fare thee well, and I shall get thee thine dagger. But first I'm going to check this place if I can, steal some shit without you noticing. Rolling sphere. Time above this ground draws nigh. Dearest Lord, the Mountain King calls me and I must go. Soon I shall shed this mortal coil and join Lithos for the life everlasting. Yet before I go, I must fulfill my final charge as necromancer. My final duty is this: my spell. The spell which shall be by my addition to the magic to the earthen power. May Lithos be praised. For time immemorial, students of the power of earth shall this spell learn. From my undead lips shall they bear how to coax the Lord of all earth to shake his mighty body and make all fall to the user of earthen magic. To call quakes, combine the sacred reagents of bone, wood, and dirt and blackmore. This is going to be important. Invoke the power of magic upon these reagents and enclosed within a bag. Then will you be enabled to call upon the power of Lithos. This, then, is my final act as necromancer. I wait the call of the Mountain King. But I'm going to take that note. And later on I will write it down. I feel like that's going to be important. If we want to learn the powers of the Titans, I feel like knowing how to summon the power of the Titans might be something that's useful. Power of singular lith as a monolith for friends. Good one. Hi, zombies. Hi, skeleton. Hi, guards. Now, question. Is it in the palace or in her home? Hi, kiddo. Not her home. This is the mage guys. This her home? Peasant. Lots of hidden passages in this place. I hope you don't mind me just pressing switches in your home. I had a key ring. That'd be useful. Trap destruction spells. Well, I'm sure we'll find a thing eventually. Ooh, that's a lot of scrolls of trap destruction, restoration, killing. Killer jokes. Welcome, reader, and learn the age-old art of practical jokes. Exploding books.
I found the source of the ticking. It's a pipe bomb.
Yeah!
Casting this spell will restore you to full health and heal your major wounds. That's a scroll of invisibility. I might have use for that. Alright. Not the right house either. So indeed it seems. Everything blows up. Everything's explosive. Everything blows up when you touch the thing. Everything's explosive. You try to touch them. The fuck was a home? Oh, hey, there's that blank stain. Hi. Hello there. Hail! Hydra. Good day to you, sir. Any good day to you? May I know your name? I'm Darian the Arms Master and Captain of the Palace Guard. And you? I'm called Finn. Well met, Finn. Can you tell me about this place? The palace is the home of our Tempest, Lady Mordia. Thanks. I don't think I want to talk to you. I'm worried about everyone. Maybe that was the home of the Lady Seneschal. Let's go check the palace. Find the right place, though. Out to save the world from Guardian. Raise dead people, deface their corpses. Exactly. Very Avatar-like, I think. Wish I had lockpicks. That'd be nice. Lockpicks would be really cool. Have I now unlocked another fast travel spot? Final sunlight would read to that. Yeah, lockpicking a door would probably make it blow up. That's likely not untrue. Doesn't look like her chambers. Say palace barracks. Guards and shit, that looks more like chambers. Question now is, how do I get there without arousing everyone's attention? Authorized personnel only. Ooh, that sounds good.
There is no escape from this prison.
I'll see. Curse upon you, thief! Shut the fuck up, corpse, and let me loot you. I hate those mouthy corpses telling me that I can't steal from them. Whoever made this level had fun here, didn't they? Probably testing the system about how things stick in a certain place. Alright, they're all locked. Keys. Fairly certain there's something hidden down here. That at least is how I feel. I could be wrong, I'll be honest, but I don't think I am. That's her chambers. Now how do I get there? I have a scroll of invisibility, but there's also a possibility that that door is locked. Let's test it.
At this very moment, Britannia burns.
Glad to hear that. Fucking locked. More executions. Do not touch that. I'm invisible. How did you notice me? I'm invisible. How the fuck did you see me? Okay, the invisibility doesn't work here. But at least now I know where the key is and how to open that. Here lies the avatar. Rest in peace, indeed. And rest in peace. Because I'm going to leave for work. That's my... Anyway. That is going to be it for this time. I'm not yet sure if I'm going to be back on Sunday or Monday. It's one or the other. Not yet sure which. But that is going to be it for this time. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Thank you everyone so much for your support. Hope all of you had a good time and lost my glasses. But it's fine. I'm going to try and write buttons for once. Because, if you noticed, thanks to the generosity of Anonymous and Debbie's son, 7, we did fill the skelly lights. So, as a thank you for that, I'm pressing wrong buttons. I need to practice this more. I seriously need to practice this more. Anyway. Imagine this was supposed to be a party. Maybe this is more fitting. Anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope all of you had a good time, and I hope to see you soon. I am now the soul of the party. Anyway, I have to go to work. Thank you everyone so much. Hope to see you soon, and until then, Fintrovert signing out. Now disappearing.